welcome again to my channel. So today it's going to be a different video to what I usually post. I'm going to do a question and answer, and my sister did, how many questions did you do?
50 questions.
50 questions, and I don't know any of them. So she's going to be asking me these questions, which are mainly questions of friends, random people that she emailed, and like I said, these are questions that I don't know, and I'm just going to be randomly answering them. I also got a lot of questions on my Instagram, on my direct messages, and I'm going to be answering them as I go along. But first, I'm going to be answering the questions that my sister sent. So let's start.
Okay, so the first question is, what do you think is the greatest invention of all time?
The greatest invention of all time? I love coffee, so coffee maker.
Okay, so who is your celebrity girl crush?
Celebrity girl crush, Penelope Cruz.
Okay, celebrity guy crush.
Celebrity, that Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt?
For Brad Pitt, yeah.
So how do you edit your Instagram photos?
So actually that was one of the questions that I got on my DMs a lot too. I do a bunch of edits throughout my apps, but I mainly use ViscoCam, I use Facetune, I use Snapseed, and I use RookieCam.
Perfect. Okay, so what is your favorite affordable brand?
My favorite affordable brand is Topshop.
Okay, so whose life would you want for a day?
The life that I would want for a day. Salma Hayek's.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how strict were your parents?
They were in 8. Yeah.
In 8. Yeah. So sneakers or heels?
Sneakers.
And hair done or hair messy?
Hair done.
So who in Hollywood would you want to be best friends with?
Oh, that's a good question too. Ellen DeGeneres, of course. She's amazing.
Okay, so what is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Pistachio.
Do you see yourself living in the city, suburbs, or a beach?
I see myself living in the city, but at the same time in a very family-oriented neighborhood.
What's your favorite day of the week?
Saturday.
What's the pit and peak of your career so far?
The best, it was recently 2 weeks ago. I went to Toronto to do a commercial, which is going to air in October. My lowest point, I got so many negative comments on a picture that I posted a while ago, and I feel like negative comments kind of like get you down a little, but at the same time you have to deal with it, so it's fine.
Do you have any bad habits?
Yes, I bite my nails. That's why I wear acrylics.
What do you do on rainy days?
On rainy days, I like to go shopping. I don't know why. It's weird, huh?
How seriously do you take horoscopes?
No, I don't take them seriously at all.
No. And what's your most binge-watched Netflix series?
Orange is the New Black. And Velvet. Velvet is a Spanish one, but I love it too.
So good. What's your favorite travel destination?
Out of all the places that I've been, and I'm going in a week again, it's going to be my 3rd time going. I love Italy's coast, Positano and Capri. I feel like those places are amazing. Best travel destination so far.
What is your favorite graphic tee say?
Graphic tee say, I feel like I just posted one that says always latte. I feel like that's a cool one.
Do you have any nicknames?
Pilo, my dad calls me Pilo. G-Nukes, a lot of people call me G-Nukes. Genies, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
What's your best and worst purchase?
My best purchase was my first Chanel that I purchased it myself. It was 2 or 3 weeks ago, my first Chanel boy bag.
And your worst purchase?
My worst purchase, I've been obsessed recently with Amazon, and I've done a lot of mistakes on Amazon. You guys have to look at the sizes of the stuff, because I thought that it was going to be a shelf this big, and it was a toy this big.
What's your favorite city in California?
My favorite city in California, San Francisco.
What music do you listen to on your downtime?
I'm a fan of Lady Gaga, so I think always Lady Gaga for some reason. I saw her recently in Coachella, and it was a dream come true.
What is the dumbest way you've been injured?
Okay, so when I was 12 years old, I was riding down a bike, and I saw a bee right next to me, and I kind of like went sideways. I landed on my wrist, and I dislocated my wrist. And if you see it right now, it's still not the same. I don't know if you can tell, but I still have the bone a little bit crooked.
So what's your favorite board game?
Favorite board game is Rummy Cube.
Oh.
that how you call it? Romy cube in English?
Romy cube? I think so. Your favorite kind of cheese?
I love brie.
Brie.
Says I like any type of cheese, but brie, if you put it here, I'll eat it all. I love it.
What's your favorite emoji?
The kissy one.
Like your favorite summer memory?
Favorite summer memory? When I first met my fiance, was in Mykonos. Like, it was our first trip together, and it was amazing.
So what's your favorite item of clothing?
Obviously, I wear jeans all the time, but if I'm just gonna be at home or like doing errands, I don't know why right now I'm obsessed with my cashmere sweatpants from White and Wear. They are seriously amazing.
What do you love to learn more about?
Obviously what I do, I love to improvise, I love to be more creative, so I like to read what's the new innovations in my career.
What's one of your favorite quotes, inspirational quotes?
Never give up.
Okay. And do you have a master chef meal you make? No, you don't cook?
I mean, I cook, but I'm learning still.
Okay. What dessert can you not live without?
Brownies.
A stirring moment in your life?
Okay, so my fiance, he did this surprise trip for me in January where we went to see the Northern Lights, and for me that was a very extreme trip because we had to wear these like massive Eskimo suits. It was below 25 degrees. That was the riskiest trip that I've ever done, and we didn't even get to see the Northern Lights.
What's your favorite Disney princess?
Jasmine.
What would you want as a superpower?
To read minds.
How do you cure your hiccups?
Oh, I hold my breath.
What's your most recent lie?
My most recent lie. Oh, today I told my mom that I was going to be at home for the wedding planning thing, and I've been procrastinating for a while, and I told her that I had work and I didn't.
Oh, if your dog could talk, what do you think he would say?
I love you.
I love you. Are you a morning person or a night person?
I'm a morning person. I wake up every morning at 7 a.m. no matter what.
What's the last thing that you Googled?
Oh, an address for tomorrow's event.
Oh. And last question, what's your favorite kind of alcohol?
Wine. I'm a wine lover. But if you ask me for liquor, I like dirty martinis. I have some questions here. So the first question is, how did I start my fashion blog? I started my fashion blog 2.5 years ago. I was working in a financial company actually, and it started as a hobby. I think that most of you girls start a blog as a hobby, and for me that's how it started. I love vintage clothing, I love thrift shopping, and that's how the name came about, Comfort Styles. So it just randomly started growing, and January of, not this year, but last year, so 2 years ago, it became my full-time thing. So I'm very, very blessed. What is your background? I am Mexican. I was born in Mexicali. Who is my photographer? My sister. She's right there in the back.
Hi guys.
How do you stay disciplined in your business? Honestly, I don't have a day off. Most people think like, yes, you have your, like, you're a blogger, you have your own time for free. No, it doesn't work that way. I feel like every day I'm busy. And last question, hopefully I'm not being too forward, but how do you monetize your blog? That's a very good question. I invest in it and I also make money out of it. I do a lot of campaigns with brands, and that's how I usually monetize my career. But at the same time, I sometimes get commission out of the outfits that I wear, which you guys love. Sometimes it's through campaigns, sometimes it's through advertisements, sometimes it's through random promotion like a billboard, or like me promoting an accessory, or it just depends. But that's how I keep my living. It's not a steady job, it just depends on how you're growing. How often do I touch up my lashes? So I just recently posted a video on my Instagram that I do my eyelashes, eyelash extensions, and I do them every 3 weeks. Talk about your relationship, marrying someone from a different country, ups and downs. Honestly, I love him. I think I couldn't have found the best person. Yes, he is from a different culture, but we have so many similarities in our cultures as well. He's very family oriented, I'm very family oriented. So we blended in very well together. I guess it just depends on the person that you meet, and the culture doesn't make a difference in the end. So, hola, ¿puedes hacer preguntas en español? Y si sí, quisiera saber qué estudiaste. So this question is in Spanish. She's asking me what I studied. I studied public administration in San Diego State, and I went there for 4 years. I loved it, and I went to an all-girls school in high school called Our Lady of Peace. And I mean, I can't really compare it to any other high school because I went to an all-girls school all my life, but I enjoyed it. How have you been planning for your wedding, and what are your wedding inspirations? So for the inspiration of my wedding, it's going to be very simple. It's going to be blush tones, very romantic style, but at the same time traditional. So I'm going to have like the wooden tables. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And it's going to be outside. I want it to be outside by the beach. Quisiera saber qué realmente te dedicas o qué carrera tienes. And this was a question in Spanish. This girl's asking me what is my real job or my real career. This is my real job. This is a full-time thing for me. How to be successful on IG and build an account that leads to making some sort of income. So at first when I was starting my IG, I became very engaged with other people, with other brands. I started DMing them, I started commenting them a lot, liking their pictures. There's so many girls out there that helped me throughout the journey. We are all here to help each other. It's not a competition, and that's how we mainly grow too. Like, we help each other out, so that helped me a lot too. And also just being constant, like I said. What does your fiance do? My fiance, he's a pharmacist. He works in a pharmacy, and he looks very cute in a white coat. What camera do I use for my pictures? So I usually use my phone. That's basically it, my iPhone, but I sometimes use my Olympus camera, and I usually use my Olympus camera when I'm traveling. What curling iron do I use? I use a Conair from Target, and it's a 32-inch. I think that's pretty much it, you guys. That's all the questions that I've gotten so far. This is it, you guys. There were so many questions. I tried to answer most of them, so hopefully this helped. But this was an exciting video. I really enjoyed answering all of your questions. And if you want me to do more videos like this in certain areas, or in anything else that you want me to talk about except for blogging, let me know. I really enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.